Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, sir. In this good occasions, we would like to present our midterm assignment regarding microservices. And first thing first, we would like to introduce ourselves. My name is Laura Teresa Megumi with student ID 120-221-305-3408.
Okay, my name is Miotia Wanipati Nagari with the student ID 120-221-3021.
And my name is Natalie Margareta with student ID 12002133352.
Okay, so the next one, we're going to explain about microservices that will be explained with my friends.
Okay, so microservices are an architectural and organizational approach to software development, where software is the composed of small independent services that communicate over well-defined APIs. And these services are owned by small and self-contained teams. Microservices architectures make application easier to scale and faster to develop, enabling innovation and accelerating time to market for new features.
With a microservices architecture, an application is built as independent components that run each application process as a service. This service communicates via a well-defined interface using lightweight APIs. Services are built for business capabilities, and each service performs a single function. Because they are independently run, each service can be updated, deployed, and scaled to meet demand for specific function of an application.
Okay, so the next one, I'm going to explain about our study case. So jump to our study cases. We use one of the lecturer study case provided regarding medical, and shortly after that, we decide to use JavaScript and also Python as both of the services programming language. And as for the databases, we use MySQL to provide the data. And as seen on the screen, I use and create two databases for each services. The first one is medical consultation. It consists of three tables. They are consultations, doctors, and also patients with each column and row. And the second one is medical record management. It consists of three tables also. The first one is diagnostic tests, medical history, and also patients. And for the improvement, we create two databases as mentioned before for both services and also consume the Docker image to transform the data. And the next one is going to be explained by my friend.
After that, I will explain about rekam medis P. Okay, so so in here, first we have from Flash import Flash JSON file request, and from Flash MySQL DB import MySQL. This is for the database, and then we have from datetime import datetime and app Flash _ name. After that, in MySQL configuration, we have app config. There are 4 app config: MySQL host, user, password, and DB, which is this database, and our database name is medical record management. So after that, we have dev generate response that have status code, message, and data is known, and then the response is status code, message, and timestamp. After that, we have in here is app root at record. In at record, we have data, name, DOB, gender, address, phone, and email. And for the SQL, we have these two, the name, DOB, gender, address, and etc. again. So I will try to make in localhost. Wait. So here for at record, the localhost, we have this data is like the name is Marcelino, and then DOB is 1999 55, and then the gender is male, and then the address is Jalan Sudirman, and the phone is 085862735990, and then the email is marcelino4@gmail.com, and
Localhost.
wait, we have this localhost. Wait, sorry.
Slash.
So this is we have added the record successfully. And then after that we have approved medical records. We use methods get in here. So this is the query, and then the for key value, and then the cursor, and then the return. So I will show the localhost. Medical record. Hmm. And medical records. This after that we hit. Okay. After that, this is the medical records. The data, and then after that, we have detailed records. In here, we
Tekan ya.
in here we use detailed records in here. After that, we have detailed records. I will show the localhost. Go to detailed
Dia apa-apa detail records.
So this is the detailed records in localhost, and then after that I have update records in here. So in update records I use methods put. So in localhost. Update records.
Underscore.
Update records.
Enggak. Pakai ID
Oh yeah.
sama badinya belum.
Update records we use ID,
Okay.
so we have to use this ID for the update records, and after that bukan.
Ini update.
Yes, in here. So yeah,
Ini di web yang sini.
ini kan, ini.
Wait, di web. Yang
Hmm.
tadi update.
Wait. Okay. Okay.
Ini masukin ID-nya terus
Wait.
badinya juga.
Wait, ID-nya, wait. ID update. Oh, satu-satu.
Ini sih ngikutin yang ini 112. Ini kamu ikut apa? Update something gitu. Maybe like
Wait.
that name.
So in here Williams at Swissave.
Wait. Update records ID. Jadi apa sih ini?
Enggak.
Wait. Medical history update. Apa jaketnya?
Benar kok. Get update records.
Medical records.
Oh, itu delete. Get update records. Update. No.
Um, 1, 2. Using patient ID, right?
Hmm.
Tadi update record.
Tinggal update. Harusnya update. Bener nggak sih update? Put, tapi
Oh enggak sih,
pakainya
ini pakai
put.
history ID, bukan patient ID.
Put.
So update records. Coba pakai 2 ya. Update.
Ininya salah nggak sih? Harus put nggak sih? Harus. Oh benar. Oh, put.
Hmm.
Bakal 4.000 update records.
Udah ke Python file, right? Maybe we can skip this part.
Okay. After the update record, we have a delete record. And the delete record, the localhost is this.
I- ID patient tadi yang
Iya,
Marcelino 119 kalau nggak salah. Sama dengan 119. Hmm. Oh, recordnya kamu typo.
apa?
I see. Kamu
Oh iya, S
coba
records.
kan. Ya, kayaknya
Oke.
tadi update juga gitu deh. Tadi update
No. Update this one. Delete.
buat
Update.
update record.
112.
2 apa 112 ya?
2. Now
Oke,
record update
iya.
session. Okay.
Ada.
So, okay, that's just one for me. So after that, we will by one meet.
Okay, next I will explain the Node.js, which is the med consultation app. Okay, so in here, we have medical consultation app services with JavaScript as the programming language. So from here, I use cons express, require express and MySQL, so I can import the SQL with the database medical consultation. And then I try to connect to MySQL, and if it's error, then it will return this. And then here are the first endpoints. So first I will get all the consultation using endpoint consultation. So here I use port 3000 and then consultation to see the information for the consultation. So here are the list of the consultation. And then the second endpoints is doctors. I want to get all information about the doctors, so I use endpoints doctors. And here are the list of doctors. available. And then after that, here's for the patients. So I use endpoints patients. And here are the list of the patients. Okay, next, I will get a single consultation by ID. So the previous endpoints, I just show all of the consultation, but here I use the consultation ID. So for example, I use ID 1. Wait. Consultation. Oh, using patient ID. Itu consultation. Patient. See. Patient ID 1. Oh, this list double. Okay, here is the information for the consultation ID 1. And I could also try to send another ID, but if the ID is not available, then it will show that the data is not found. And after that, I will try to create a new patient information using method pause. So I'm using the endpoints pause patients. And this is the example of the patient I want to pause. So the patient data created successfully, and I can see it in the endpoint patients. So the new patient have the patient ID 119. And after that, I also add a method put to update an existing patients by ID. So the endpoints it's put patients. And I want to update the data from patient ID 119. And I want to update his email. Put. Okay, and then patients updated successfully, and we can see it in here. The email has already updated. After that, I could also delete the patients by ID. So with the same ID, I will delete the patients using the patients. Data delete. And then the patient deleted successfully, and we can see it here that the patient has already gone. Okay, that's all for me, and next will be explained by my friend.
So the next one is about Docker file. So we also wrap the coding with the Docker image to transform all the data to containers and also image in both services. So in this case, we have two Docker files. The first one is in the first services. So in this terminal, I will open the new terminal, and then I will go inside the main Med Consultations app first. And after I successfully go inside, and then I will type the command docker ps, And in here we can see the previous Docker that has been made. The names is BC Elbakian, and it's run up 6 hours and also created 2 hours ago. And then after we have successfully know the Docker that's running in the background, we need to stop it. Docker stop. And after the name of the container has been out, it means that the Docker has been stopped. Okay, the next one is going to be explained by my friend.
Okay, for the final application, we name it in the main app. So there's app.py using Python as the programming language. And inside of the main app, the function used in main app is to obtain the patient data and also the patient's records. So as you can see here, we use Flash, import Flash, JSONify and render template, and we also import requests. So here's the app root if we want to open the website, and then here we use layanan konsultasi. So get patients, and then the response will get from the localhost 3000 detail patient using patient ID. And then we use return response JSON. And the second layanan is patient records. So get records, and then the response will be getting from the localhost 4000/detail records using the patient ID. And it will be returned according to the response. And then the app root for this website is patient records using the patient ID. And here the results will be obtained from the patient's info and records info. And the return will be the index.html and info for patients and the records. For the index.html will be explained by my friends.
Okay, so I will explain about the index.html. So in here, we use HTML for the design. So first in the HTML, we use the style sheet is we use for the Bootstrap version 4.6. And then after that, in the div class, we have the container. This is for the thema is information services. After that, in div class card, we have style with 58. This is for the design. And then after that, for the class card text this, we have patient info, info email. This is from the DB database. And then we have the birth date, the gender, address, and the number phone. After that, we have medical records for the second one. In medical records, we have diagnosis, doctor name, prescription, and visit date. So if we run this, we have this the result for the HTML and for the layanan utama.
Okay, I think that's all from us about our midterm assignment regarding microservices. I hope this assignment and also our explanations finds you well. And we are really sorry if we had any mistakes. And thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.